It's just gone 4 o'clock. Base camp. Oh, good sleep. Today we're heading up to Camp 1 on our summit push. I think we're gonna head out about 5 o'clock. We're gonna have some breakfast, cup of tea, make sure we've got everything. The weather looks fantastic. It's gonna be amazing.
Thank you. Good John, good luck. See you. Very much. See you soon. Thanks very much. It's just gone 5:30 in the morning. We left base camp about 10-15 minutes ago. We're just making our way along this broken rocky moraine on the edge of the glacier, which is pretty tricky in 8,000 meter boots, but it's all good. We're just making our way along here for another hour or so, and then onto the glacier itself, and then up towards ABC, where I'll probably take a break and then go turn left and start the climbing up towards Camp 1 today. But it's a beautiful morning, very calm. There's a few high clouds, but the sun is poking its way through, and we're off on our summit bid. Hopefully, fingers crossed, all going well, in 4 or 5 days time we'll be pushing on up to the summit, which is super cool and very exciting. Let me show you where we are. You see the rest of the team just ahead. We're 9 members in the team, and then we've got our Nepalese Sherpas as well, and a few Pakistani high altitude porters coming up as well. So we're about 20, which is really cool, and everybody is feeling really good and really positive, super psyched. So here we go. So it's just gone 6 o'clock and the sun is just coming over the ridge, which is lovely, and we're now off the moraine and onto the glacier. It's a really beautiful morning, quite warm, super calm. It's all pretty flat for the first few hours up to ABC, so it's quite a nice warm up, quite a nice journey up the glacier. And then from ABC, put our harnesses on, crampons, and we start heading up. But it feels great to be on the move. Yes. It's coming up to 7 o'clock. We are now sort of in the icefall section of the glacier, which is really cool. So quite a few towering blocks. I'm just going to weave our way through for the next hour or so until we get up to ABC. So we're just on a little section where we move from the glacier back onto the moraine, so it's super crappy and a bit chossy, but it only lasts like 50 metres, and then we're soon going to be off the glacier and just onto rocks and moraine along to ABC in about 20 minutes, so should be in ABC for about 7:30. So this is the final section just before we come into ABC, which is about 5 minutes from here, and then we turn left on the snow and we head straight out there. Can't wait. So this is just rocky moraine with a bit of dirty glacier on the side. It's all pretty chill along this bit. The weather is clearing up as well. You can see the top of the mountain. The wind is still ripping on the summit, but that's due to ease off in the next few days. Just in time for us to go up there. So here we go, just arrived at ABC. We've been going about 2 hours. We've gone up 200 or 300 meters. Yeah, so all good this morning. Nice temperature. I'm feeling really good after such a long rest at base camp. So we're going to take a little time here, put harnesses on, crampons by the edge of the snow, and then start climbing the Abruzzi Ridge. Up, up and up, all the way. So we've just left ABC and charged across some loose rocks and then onto the snow, so you can see folk putting their crampons on down there. And we're just onto this pretty friendly slope at the very beginning of the Abruzzi Ridge, heading out here. There's no fixed lines on this bit, it's pretty chill. Up and up, snow conditions are great, weather's great. So it's just gone 8:30, 3 hours since we left base camp, and we're now firmly onto the start of the Abruzzi Ridge and onto the lines. Snow conditions are fab. And it's absolutely awesome. A few other folk moving up today for the good weather window, which is all cool. But we're just making our way up to Camp 1, nice and steady. Lots of hydration, lots of short breaks. Heading up there along the edge of this rock, hugging it all the way up to Camp 1. Looking back down the way we're coming, back down to the glacier and the ABC. And right behind is Broad Peak. Amazing. 12th highest mountain in the world. So come round. That's Skayaan Kangri. Just gone 10 o'clock and we're about 5,850, so we're doing really well. The route since ABC has been sort of all on snow and generally about 35-40 degrees, so it's kind of steep enough. There's a few little sloughs coming down to the side and the odd rock, but we're pretty safe tucked in here just on the edge of the Abruzzi Ridge. You can see how steep it is there, about 40 degrees. And we're heading up here where you can see people. So we've just reached 6,000 meters, which is awesome. That's 1,000 meters above base camp. And it's just coming up to 11:45. So we've been going nearly 7 hours and we're only just below Camp 1. Mega. The terrain has got a little bit steeper here and we're going up into these rocks for a little while and then pop out into Camp 1, so maybe half an hour. It's pretty steep, but it's good climbing, good snow conditions, and actually we just got a bit of cloud cover, so it's got a bit cooler, which is a bit nicer because it was hot, very hot. Onwards and upwards. So we're just below Camp 1, maybe another 50 meters of altitude, and we've just come into this sort of little gully with rocks on either side, which is a nice change. A little bit steeper, but it's all good. Sort of 10 minutes, 15 minutes from camp. It's been nice. Really good day. Really appreciated the cloud cover because it was super hot earlier. But all good. So we're just heading up here through this gap. Another sort of 10 minutes and then we'll be at camp. Here we go, just a smidge under 6,100 meters and we are at Camp 1. Awesome. This is Camp 1. This is our day done. Mega. Good morning from just above Camp 1. It's another absolutely beautiful morning. It's already pretty hot. You can see the tents just down there. And now we're heading up to Camp 2 today. Tents at Camp 1 and Camp 2 were a little bit uneven to say the least, so sleep last night was questionable, but feeling good today. And yeah, moving up, and guess what? Straight out of Camp 1, it's steep. I think it's about 600 meters of height gain today, which should be really cool. Snow conditions are perfect, the weather is perfect, and it's going to be awesome. A couple of other climbers just here in our team. I couldn't ask for a better day. So we've been going nearly an hour from Camp 1. We've done just over 200 meters of vert. And it's awesome. Snow conditions are perfect. Weather is amazing. So 3 folk above us here. Just at 6,320 and we've just come into our first little rocky corner. It's like we're going to have a succession of sort of snow slopes and rocky steps, and somewhere house's chimney. We're at 6,350 onto another sort of rocky, broken chimney. Not too steep, but good to do some sort of steep climbing on a bit of rock as well. All good so far. Weather's good, a little light breeze keeping us cool. And views. Let's climb over it. So we're going nearly 2 hours. We've done about 400 meters now. We're now on this rocky crest, which is pretty cool. It's quite exposed, but it's super cool climbing. It's Broad Peak just behind there. Chogolisa over on the right, the snow one. You can see down on the glacier the way we came in on the Baltoro. It's just so big. Such a big place. Sky and Kangri, a big pointy one just there in front of us. And there's some monsters in the background. I have no idea what they are. Just gone 9 o'clock and we're doing good. Doing great. Halfway between Camp 1 and Camp 2, so we're about 6,350 just here, and the terrain is changing quite dramatically. It's getting steeper and a lot more rocky. So we head up here through a few rocky bands and a couple of little chimneys, and then eventually we've got House's chimney. So we're just coming up to below House's chimney, and the rock's really cool. Climbed a few quite steep rocky sections. It's just awesome. Going to take a short break up here and then tackle the chimney. And I believe Camp 2 is just above the chimney. Let me show you. We're now at 6,550 and the views are spectacular. We just took a short break because what's coming up next is just below Camp 2 is the steepest and most technical part of the route. House's chimney, go straight up there, straight up that. It looks awesome. It looks steep. So this is the bottom of House's chimney. Probably looks about 30 to 40 meters. There's some old ropes and little steel like hand ladder. It looks pretty steep, but it looks good. We are in the chimney. It is awesome. Like Scottish grade 3, grade 4. Well done, Bex. It's pretty steep, isn't it? We're almost there, almost at the top. You what? Halfway up the house chimney. Right, Bex. Ooh. Here we go, topping out of House's chimney. About 30 meters of 80 degrees, pretty steep and really hard work. And we're almost at camp. I can see the tents. Another 15 minutes and we're done. Camp 2, about 6,700. So here we go, just 20 meters from Camp 2. We've been going just shy of 4 hours from Camp 1, which is great, absolutely awesome. And we're now about just under 6-7, so getting higher. Super cool, another beautiful day, really warm, but I'm really looking forward to getting into camp, which is just here, and maybe have a cup of tea, some biscuits. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But an amazing day. Here's camp. Camp 2, positioned on the only sort of semi-flat bit on the whole of this ridge. And tomorrow the Black Pyramid, straight up behind. Awesome. Well, good morning from the Black Pyramid. We're just above Camp 2, we left about 20 minutes ago. And guess what? It's super steep and super rocky, and it's black, as the name suggests. So we're into the thick of the lower Black Pyramid. Pretty steep. Good rock though, it's nice. But it's really cool. There's a beautiful blanket of cloud just over there behind me. And Broad Peak as usual. And the sun is up and the sky is blue. It's a perfect day. But it's going to be steep all day. So we're climbing from 2 to 3 via the Black Pyramid. I'm really looking forward to it, it's going to be awesome. What do you think, Bex?
Yeah, fast it going.
Yeah, another mediocre sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we're about 6'8" now, 6'7". So yeah, all good. It's just steep, look. Straight up there. So we're doing really well. Been going about an hour or so, hour and a half, and it's just steep. We've just come off the rock and we're now on a bit of a snowy slope, and it looks like there's a really steep rocky section and then probably more, but it's super cool. The climbing's great, it's just hard work because we're nearly at 7,000, but the views are amazing. Just keep taking breaks, keep drinking. It's just awesome. Couldn't ask for better weather today. We're heading up here, up this steep snow slope, probably up to about 60 degrees, and then up that really steep rocky bit where you can see loads of people. There's all our team up ahead. It's just come up a really steep bit, steep rocky bit, about 15 meters, and it's really hard at this altitude. There's a couple of ropes and a little hand ladder to help pull yourself up. It's pretty steep, pretty hard, especially at 7,000 meters. So we're just heading over here. This is a little snowy patch just above, and then more steep rock. Another really steep rocky bit. It's quite hard work. Getting into another steep rocky band. They certainly make the lungs go. We're around 7,000. It's pretty warm today, but yeah, another steep rocky section. We've been going just over 3 hours, nearly 3 hours and 15 minutes. We're doing really well. It's just steep, straight out of Camp 2, all the way through this Black Pyramid feature. It's just constantly steep. Hopefully we're only a couple hours from camp, maybe 200 or 300 meters, 2 hours. That'd be amazing. So we'll see. We're now into the top half of the Black Pyramid. It looks like we're going to follow a succession of sort of snowy couloirs weaving up through these rocky buttresses, which is really cool. It's good climbing, although some of it's quite hard. Part of the mountain. The snow's really firm, good neve. Just had to dodge a few little rocks coming down, but nothing too stressful. I can't really explain it any better. Tricky little traverse out of this death gully. It's been firing rocks down. Thank goodness. So here we have the final few hundred meters up to Camp 3. You can see Garrett going up the fixed lines. So we're not too far now from camp, which will be very welcome after today's climb. Just having a little break here, enjoying the views, which are pretty remarkable, and just a tiny respite from the constant steep climbing. So we're going just over 5 hours, just gone half to 12, and my watch says that we're just over 7,200 meters, which means hopefully Camp 3 should be just over the top of these little icy bulges. Oh, epic day. Rocky, steep, exposed, a little bit of cloud coming in and out. Absolutely mega day on K2. So about 100 meters ago we topped out of the rock, and now we're on some steep snow heading up to camp. It's hard work, but we're almost there. It's nearly 7:03 now. Clouds sort of coming in and out. Totally amazing. Absolutely incredible. The terrain has changed completely now, so we've lost the steep rock and we're now into steep snow. Here we go, Camp 3, around 7,300, maybe just a fraction over. Absolutely amazing. Last hour is quite hard work, but all good. It's really cool to be here. Weather is scorchio, couldn't be better. And amazing views all the way around from Camp 3. Gonna go in, have a drink, settle in, chill. 6 hours from Camp 2 to Camp 3, which is perfect. And now we do feel pretty high. So, welcome to Camp 3. Here it is. So it's just gone 1:30 in the afternoon and we've just left Camp 3. It should only be 3 hours or so up to Camp 4, and then we'll take 4 or 5 hours of resting before we head up for the summit. As you can see, the views unfortunately today are not very good. We're in the clouds, but again it's not cold and we're straight out into steep snow. The clouds have just parted. You can see Camp 3 just down on the shoulder. It's absolutely beautiful. Little peak, just picking out G1, G2. We're heading straight up this snow slope here. Up to Camp 4. So straight out of Camp 3 it was just steep snow for a good hour, hour and a half, and now it's eased off quite a lot and we've got a lovely rising traverse. The Sherps have done a huge effort through this soft snow, incredible. And I think we're pretty close to Camp 4 now. We just have to go up this short steep bit, there's a few climbers coming down, and then traverse across and down camp, just around the rope. A short, steep, snowy corner, about 20 metres to gain the shoulder. Pretty cool. And we're going to traverse across here. With that big icy lump up there, that's the Serac, which threatens the bottleneck, the legendary K2 Serac. This is the first time we've seen it. Oh, it's big. And right up behind there is the summit. And that's for tomorrow, or tonight even. So my watch is reading 7785. It's definitely fluctuating a little bit. I guess around 7750-ish. It certainly feels like we're pretty high. The Camp 4, it's just around the corner. A few more folk coming up. A good pull up from 7.3 to 7.750, 7.8. Pretty high. One more day to go. Alright, it's exactly midnight and we're leaving K2 Camp 4 and heading up for the summit. moment it is a beautiful, beautiful night. The moon's up, some low clouds, and people are heading out to the summit. Here we go, to the top of K2. Absolutely amazing. So we're going about 5 minutes. Super calm this evening, not a puff of wind at the moment. Just saw a lightning storm way off in the distance, but that's okay. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. The moon behind me, which you probably can't see, is illuminating Broad Peak and Gasherbrum. There's a blanket of cloud like there has been for the last 2 days. And I think there's about 25 people in total going out for the summit today. There's a couple from another group, and we've got 9 members, 10 Sherpas, and 2 or 3 Pakistani team as well. So here's hoping for a really good summit night. Here we go, just coming into the very entrance of the bottleneck, right underneath the Serac, which is definitely a little bit scary. But just going to keep moving. I was doing really well this morning. It's really warm. It's totally awesome. So we're just coming into the bottleneck now, up to the Serac, and then traverse the Serac and out onto the safety of the slopes around the side. See a few head torches just up there. Sadly you can't see the Serac. That's probably a good thing. Still in the bottleneck. About halfway up. Just caught up with the team. The Serac is enormous. And this sort of gully, sort of bottleneck couloir is pretty steep. So it's really good. Just coming up the last 10-15 metres, right underneath the Serac. It's pretty big, it's probably 40-50 metres high, so it's all shiny and icy. But here we traverse left underneath, this will be cool, and around the side and out of danger. Whew, pretty steep. Here we go, sunrise from K2. Still going on the side of the Serac. Pretty steep ice. But hopefully this will be able to see, we'll be on the shoulder and then 300 metres from the summit. So that's about 4 o'clock. That's about 8,400 metres I think. It's amazing. Broad Peak, 212, sunrise, we're doing really well. We're almost at the shoulder, so we can take a break. and then come out up to the summit. Absolutely incredible morning. It's been so steep on ice as well. Lots of front point action this morning. And now finally the sun's coming up. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. The sunrise is coming. The 28th of July 2021. An absolutely beautiful day. Just had a short break down there on the shoulder. The first flat place for about 4 hours. Now we've got about an hour and a half left. Heading up here to the summit. We're just below the summit of K2. It's just gone 5:30. And it is just perfect. We could not have asked for a better day. There's no wind, there's a little cloud. It is just absolutely amazing. Got a little bit emotional just now when I kind of had the realisation that we're probably going to make it. The front guys are probably on the summit now, so we're probably 15-20 minutes away. Oh my word. Just look at these views. Look at it. It's just amazing. That's all we've got to go. This sort of 50 to 100 metres of vertical, and we've done it. So final slope onto the summit plateau. Last couple of minutes to the top. Absolutely amazing feeling. Oh, so difficult to explain. So good. 5 minutes to go. And we've done it. And this is it. The final 30 metres to the summit of the second highest mountain in the world. K2. Oh. Absolutely perfect day. Final epic steps into the summit of K2. This is the view from the summit of K2. Absolutely perfect day today. Just over 6 hours from Camp 4 to the summit, with an amazing team of Sherpas and Pakistanis, and just the most perfect weather we could have asked for. It doesn't get any better than this. Summit of K2. Alright. So it's time to head down from the summit. It's about 7 o'clock. The weather and the views are just epic. Have a look at this. Couldn't have asked for a better day. Before we finish on the summit, there's quite a few extra bits of how steep it is. So you can see camp down there. This is the big track that we're just coming around to the edge of. And this is in the night time, once you've been underneath the track, you climb up this section here. It's pretty steep. And this is the traverse that runs underneath this massive serac. Thankfully we did it at night time on the way up. Now we're going to make our way across and then straight down. See a couple of climbers in the middle. Get there to camp. Yeah, this is sweet. And this is the serac from underneath. Right there and past hour is coming down. Not somewhere you want to spend too much time. You see a few people in the top left corner just about to start the traverse that we just did. So here we go, we've just come out the bottom of the bottleneck. So our route followed the right hand line up through that snow, so you can see these people. Pretty scary under the serac, but we're almost back to camp.